Hey ladies, today I'm going to take you through one of my favorite lower body warm-ups, proven to help you activate those glutes. You do not want to make the mistake of putting time and effort into the gym trying to build your glutes, but you don't know how to activate them. I've been there and it sucks. This warm-up is quick, it's easy, so that you can get right back into your leg workout because you're busy and want great glutes. So come with me, let's go. The first leg day warm-up is the cat-cow stretch. It preps your core and fires the transverse abdominis, which are the muscles underneath your six-pack that pulls the waist in like a corset. Working this will also help protect your spine and your hips. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulder blades and your knees are in position underneath your hips, with equal distance between both hands and both knees and feet. From here, take a deep breath in as you push the floor away from you, arching your back up, drawing your belly button up to your spine. Exhale out, drop your belly, and at the end of this part of the movement, make sure you get a full depression of your shoulder blades as if you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together. This movement is prepping your core for leg day and gets your spine moving to help you feel more fluid during big compound exercises like your deadlifts and your squats. All right, so now that we've fired up your spine, core, lower back, and hips, we now need to get our glutes activated and stretch our hip flexors. Our second exercise is a hip extension into an overhead reach. This movement helps with your hip hinge in so many big lower body exercises. It gets your glutes firing and stretches out your hip flexor tightness. Sit back onto your heels in hip flexion, put your arms out in front of you, and as you extend your hips forward and squeeze the glutes, reach up overhead and stretch the hip flexors. Do all of this without arching your lower back or thrusting your hips forward. You should feel your hips push forward only by contracting your glutes as hard as you can. Your hip flexors attach at the hip and lower back, which makes this movement great for cueing your glutes and loosening your hip flexors. If your hips feel tight at all, you want to make sure to include this warm-up. Our next exercise is the hip external rotation. This is a great dynamic movement to loosen and stretch your hip joint and the muscles around it for leg day. You can do these from the standing position like I'm showing you here, or you can actually walk backward in a line with each rotation. From the standing position, lift your knee to around hip level and rotate your leg toward the outside of your body. When you can't move your leg backward from this position any longer, begin to lower your leg. You have to keep your shoulders and your hips squared up forward during each rotation. Do not allow your hips to open up to the side in order to rotate your leg backward. I recommend 12 to 15 rotations twice per leg. Our final warm-up exercise are seated hip abductions 3 ways. Grab a chair and a hip circle band and place the band below the knees, keeping your knees about hip width apart. Make sure that your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle and begin by sitting up tall and then leaning forward, bending at the hips. Slowly push your knees out to the side against the resistance of the band while maintaining that good posture. After 8 to 10 reps leaning forward, sit upright tall and repeat the same movement. You should be coming to the outside edges of your feet when the band is fully stretched. After 8 to 10 reps upright, lean back and repeat the same motion, making sure not to slouch or sink into your shoulders. After 8 to 10 reps in each direction, repeat for 2 total rounds. All right, ladies, thank you so much for following along. I hope you get those glutes fired up and right into your leg day. If you loved this video, please check out all of the Jessie's Girls training programs at jessiefitness.com. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you next video.